he comes, here he comes. Then the trumpet slash the drums, here he comes. Hopalong Cassidy, here he comes.
Before television, people saw westerns at movie theaters and listened to them on the radio. The western had proven itself as a valuable entertainment asset on the big screen. Much of early television programming was modeled after broadcast radio to bring news and entertainment to people all over the world. People liked it so much that by the late 1940s, the popularity of television exploded, and it quickly became a staple of home entertainment. The first cowboy to ride into television series history was Hopalong Cassidy and his horse Topper. Clarence E. Mulford created them in 1904 as Western heroes in a series of short stories and novels. Mulford's Cassidy, though, was a rough, mean, vagabond redhead with a bad limp. He was a man who drank, swore, and smoked. His Hopalong nickname was earned as a result of a gunshot wound to the leg that left him with a permanent limp. American film producer Harry "Pop" Sherman is the man ultimately responsible for the transformation into film hero. He bought the rights to Mulford's books and then put together a production company to make the 34 films, which were distributed by Paramount. United Artists then assumed production of the Hopalong Cassidy films and completed an additional 31. The character personified in movies and television was that of the silver-haired actor William Boyd, but he was not the first choice. Sherman offered the role to character actor James Gleason, known for portraying tough-talking, world-weary guys. He could have easily played the role as Mulford had intended, but negotiations broke down and Sherman was without a star. Sherman had offered the sidekick role of Red Connors to William Boyd, but Boyd wanted a lead role. His notion, though, of Hopalong Cassidy character had virtually nothing in common with the Cassidy of Mulford's novels. Boyd believed Mulford's character could not be portrayed to young people as a hero. He wanted Cassidy to exemplify clean living, be the ultimate good guy who didn't swear, smoke, or drink, and he needed to be fair. This Hopalong Cassidy wore all black, contrary to Western convictions, but he did ride a white horse, Topper. Boyd's enthusiasm for his perception of the hero cowboy eventually won Sherman over. It meant, though, completely rethinking the character. Once he accepted the role, Boyd cleaned up his own living and became Hopalong Cassidy. His widow, Grace Bradley Boyd, said, "With Hopalong, Bill felt he was contributing something. He became totally concentrated on doing something good with his life." William Boyd was a 40-year-old veteran actor of silent films and a protege of Cecil B. DeMille when he began playing Cassidy. Boyd had become a star in the 1920s in such films as The Volga Boatman and Yankee Clipper. But by the mid-1930s, his popularity had waned and he was appearing in low-budget action films. In 1935, Sherman released Hopalong Cassidy Enters, starring William Boyd. The film did so well that a series was quickly organized, 66 films in all. By 1944, the studio had grown tired of the series. Boyd took over the production of the films and for $350,000 bought the rights to all his 54 films. He produced 12 more for a total of 66. In the late 1940s, Americans were buying television sets, shows like Kraft Theater, The Howdy Doody Show, Milton Berle Show, The Ed Sullivan Show, and Studio One were watched by millions of families. Many B-movie westerns were airing only as time fillers. As a series, though, westerns were scorned as low-brow horsehoppers, not fit for the middle and upper-class audiences. Boyd thought his movies might have a place in television. He took his films to the fledgling NBC. They liked his idea and brought the entire Western genre with them when they aired the first episode. The 66 films were edited down to episode length, comprising the first 2 seasons of the show. The first episode, Sunset Trail, aired June 24th, 1949, becoming the first Western series to air on television. The show was enthusiastically accepted by kids and adults alike. By 1950, American children had made Hopalong Cassidy the 7th most popular TV show in America. Hopalong was even appearing on the covers of national magazines such as Look, Life, and Time. Boyd had actually played Hoppy for the last time in films in 1948. Those edited films used for television had shown very little evidence that Hoppy would be riding off into the sunset at the end of the first 2 seasons. So in 1951, at age 56, Boyd produced and starred in the series Hopalong Cassidy. It ran on NBC as a half-hour series until 1952. It also starred veteran movie actor Edgar Buchanan, who played the part of Cassidy's crusty sidekick, Red Connor. Hopalong Cassidy had won the hearts of millions. He was a multimedia cowboy hero and certainly set a high bar for countless Western TV shows that were to follow.